Greetings, travelers. This is Jim of the Mid-Nite Drive-Thru, and welcome back to Skyrim Special Edition. You will note that there is no video footage for me today, and I'm really sorry about that. But on the plus side, you can see him up in the upper left. Yeah? So there you go. Always find the bright side to things. Now, last time, I enlisted the aid of commenters. As though I were, you know, a channel that has thousands of people watching it. To use them as a resource to figure out how to solve a puzzle. But, yeah, that didn't happen. So, I have looked online and I have discovered that there is a new mechanic that I did not know. All the time that I've played this game, I did not know that if you do a long press, that's your heavy attack, but if you do it while in motion, it changes it completely. And that's how you get this whole process started. Oh, look at all the fun we're having now, huh? Doesn't even have to be very precise. Yeah. So it was that simple. Let me finish it up with this one. Hoo-yah. Yes, what they say is true. You'll learn something new every day. Okay. Usually... Oh, I was going to say. Usually you come across axes like that, they're in motion. Okay. Well, a couple of things we can do. First of all, let's try that. How does that work out? Oh, that's nice. That just kind of follows me around. And then the other thing I was going to do was shouts. I was going to go to sprint. Maybe we can just kind of use that to... Alright, so that one took a notch out of me, but no big deal. And we just wait for that to cool off. I feel like I could almost do this on my own. Ow! Sprint wasn't quite ready yet. I'm sorry, and I probably shouldn't be crouched. Oh my gosh. Ow. Face first into the wall. That can't be good. Yeah, I don't even need the shout. I just need to hustle. There you go. Ta-da! Okay. Oh, yeah, this feels like a room where somebody's going to pop up, and now might be a good time to not have wimpy items. So we're just going to switch to this and flames for your backup. There you go. Anybody here? Anybody at all at home? Alright, well that seems to be continuing on after this chamber, so I guess I'll continue here at the moment. Oh, well, there's a word wall over there, so that's something I need. Oh, hi! Zachrisos. Alright, well, you... Oh, what, I can't attack you because you're in the water? That's dumb. Oh, but you know what? I can't attack you melee in the water, but I can attack you with this. Okay, that didn't go so well. How? Really? Okay, note to self. Drop a save after we open the stupid door. There you go. Save. Yeah. Alright. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Alright, that one touched me. Still not. I'm not missing anything in between here, am I? Oh, these are kind of screwed up. That still works. Sure, why not? Okay, you know what? I'm going to save again because that's annoying. So, yeah, let's see. Well, the melee technique didn't go so well, did it? So let's go ahead and just put an arrow in this guy's head. Let's try that. See how that works for you. Okay, you just dropped down there. That was irritating. Well, that seems to be making progress. You know, I get double damage if I get to do ranged attacks that you don't know about, if I can get hidden. Any chance of that? Alright, seems like he's gonna... Oh! Possibly. Oh, I don't want to be in the water, because then I can't do anything. Alright, well... Actually, that works fine. That works out totally fine. Where are you? Come here, buddy. I have a festive party favor to stick in the back of your head. Miss. I shot him, and I missed. And I shot him again, and I missed. Is he coming up the top? Yeah, he kind of is. Oh, I think he's figured out my secret. One more for you. Just hold still there, Mike. Okay, yeah, that's uncomfortable. Oh. I killed him, but he had too much going on me. What in the... It's just... Sorry, that just kind of struck me funny, the picture of the kid in the t-shirt standing there. Standing there holding up the Sword of Omens. Thundercats! Oh! Or something. Oh, you gonna hop up? There he is. Alright, yeah, you don't see me. You don't see nothing. I should be able to get a nice shot in there. There you go. You don't, no. No. Stay hidden. Alright, is he gonna work away? Yeah, he's working his way around. Alright, just kind of hustle on down to the back here. Amidst the gloom and shadows. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy. How you doing? I feel like this is not a sturdy surface. Yeah, head up there. See what's... Oh, did you... There's a rat over there. Yeah, go check that arrow out. That's totally what you want to do. Oh, he spewed into giblets. Gross. Ugh. Oh, maybe it'll be in his ash pile. I think that's the bone meal. Oh, so he was one of the dragon priesty kind of critters, huh? Yeah, I think that's the bone meal getting stuck in the stairs there. But that's fine. Head on over to the word wall. What's today's secret word, Billy? Today's word is strength. Dragon aspect. Fantastic, I tell you. Yeah, so, head around here. Take a dip in the pool. Barnacle. Slaughterfish egg nest. I don't know if I've ever seen one of those before. Oh. Time to surface. Oh, and this opened on its own when he died. Interesting. Two gold. Two gold pieces for this chest in this room of doom. Alright. Fine. Black book. Value 2,000. Oh, this ought to be interesting. Wait, what did you do? Hey, I wanted to read that. What just happened? Hi.
So, another seeker after knowledge enters my realm. I am Hermes Mora, Prince of Fate and Lord of Secrets. This is Apocrypha, where all knowledge is hoarded. Perhaps you will prove clever enough to uncover the secrets hidden here. If so, welcome.
Okay.
Perhaps you are a fool or a coward. If so, you are in peril. Read your book again and escape before Apocrypha claims you forever.
So if I'm understanding this right, I can read the book again to teleport out. Alright. Hang on a second. Because I didn't anticipate being hurled into another dimension as a result of, looking at a book. Granted, it was a black book, and I was going to read it. I knew it was valuable. But I technically had only just kind of picked it up. So if I now go into my inventory, the black book is here. If I read it, yeah, hurls me back out. That is super bizarre. Okay, the real reason was because I wanted to see what was in this chest. And it was hardly worth the trouble. But seriously, alright, well, that seems... Potion of ultimate healing, and I'm kind of in the wrong perspective now. Yeah, give me another one of those. Give me, what do you got? So I can just keep going back and forth? I mean, if I read it again... During the reign of didn't get a chance to read it again. I'm back! What, no special greeting this time? Fine. Okay, other than the contrast being a little weird on certain objects. Alright, that is a tower which appears to be made of stacks of books. That's pretty cool. Is that what all these are? Yeah. Oh, hey! No, thank you. Obviously, pace. Cut it out! Pays to bring your mace into the library, apparently. Alright. I think as long as I keep moving, they don't actually get to me. Ow! Hey! Buzz off! All the books and secrets are mine. Seeker remain. Ugh. Chunak's Fire and Faith. Scroll of Mass Paralysis. Well, that's just valuable. But, you bet. He had a book. Let's check out his book. Is his book going to take me somewhere weird, too? Nope. Alright. So, let's see. Ruined books. Yeah, I don't really need ruined ones. Alright. Where are all the secrets? You said there were secrets. All I see is ruined stuff. And you're using these secrets for wallpaper. Or carpets. Why did I call it wallpaper? This is not a wall. Down is not a wall. Another volume of the Poison Song. That is one long song about poison. And I don't want to read it. Because I don't want it to poison my thoughts. Hey! I will smite you. Elder one or no, I will smite you. Alright. Chronicles of Nchuleft. Blah, 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 blah. Wow, okay. You are wretched. Oh, Cats of Skyrim. Well, yeah, that's a taker. That's going in the personal library right there. Cat books. Obviously. Whoa. What's that? What? Who? Where? Oh, it's you. Hi there. Tentacle head. No, I'm sorry, I haven't found the chest, Davy. Ew. It's all creepy. It's a lever mechanism, but it's all creepy and organic and gross. Alright, I'm just gonna take this stuff here. He was in here a second ago. Where is he? Where is he? Where is the weirdo? That's a pod. And it looks gross. More books. Creepy. So every time... Oh, so these guys must be summoning something. Another volume of the Accords of Madness, which I'm going to save all those up and read them in a single episode. And hopefully, by the time I'm done, you'll all go mad. Okay. So is that just like a top up your magic kind of thing? I think it is. Hey! No, thank you! Yeah, see, when you have all this much stuff laying around, it does happen where you end up with a whirlwind of papers. And it dissipated. Anticlimactic. What does this do? What's that? Alright, well, I guess we're trucking along. Hermestus, Mayers, Marstus, Moostus. And you're... Ooh. Okay. Says I. This seems like... Oh, you're gross. How is it a sneak attack? He's coming towards me because he knows where I am. Ow. Worse yet, it's making me wiggly. Did I get him? I got him. Yeah. Alright. Alright, Mr. Keeper of Secrets. Your pets are all gross. I don't know what this black goop is. I'm gonna drop a save and hop in. Oh no! Well, it's just cooking me. I'm just kind of boiling in it. That's good. Oh. Well, aren't we fancy? Oh. Did I like have the option to go up the other side and I didn't even bother? Okay, just checking. Scroll of Fear, Scroll of Stupidity. Wait, that's not what it said. Yeah, it is. It called a Black Soul Gem. Yes. Black Soul Gems. In case I didn't mention it previously in my playthroughs here, a Black Soul Gem is the only soul gem that can accommodate the soul of a human. The animal souls and creature souls are considered white souls. I'm not sure what that is trying to imply about humans. I'm a little bit insulted. Lion-O's not insulted because he doesn't care. He's a Khajiit. He's pure. I'm all stinky because I'm a human. Well, you know what? Nobody asked your opinion. Wait. I pushed this. It brought the stairs out, but it didn't open the door at the top of them? Alright, that doesn't make any sense. Miss something in here? Oh, yes I did. Because it doesn't look like a lever. My brain has not been trained to treat it like a lever. It just looks like some palm frond. Oh, that kind of looks like a slaughterfish pointing its head up towards the sky. And it feels creepy. Yeah. And that huge book can't possibly be anything good. That seems interesting. That's garbage. So, Children of the Sky. Alright, so what is this huge, creepy thing? Read the black book with the winds of change. Every time I try to read it, I get teleported. Alright, that's a huge book. Whoa! That's really freaky looking. Lover's insight, companion's insight, scholar's insight. What? I don't know what these do. Maybe if I had been allowed to read the book, I could have learned something about what they're supposed to do, but in this game, I don't really travel with companions, and I'm not trying to romance anybody. And if I do, I already know how to do it, so I guess I'm going to go with scholar's insight. Alright, well, it's going to let me actually click on them and find out what they are, so let's see. Your attacks, shouts, and destruction spells do no damage to your followers. Well, considering that I'm a clumsy oaf, if I actually had companions, this would be an awesome skill to use. But at some point, I may have a desire to bring someone up to the top of High Hrothgar and Fusroda them into oblivion. Not actually oblivion. I'm not opening a portal up to this realm or something next door, but you get the idea. So, no thank you. And what is this? Yeah, I've really read a lot of skill books already, so the Scholar's Insight, not so much. But this, 10% more damage and 10% better prices from people of the opposite sex, that seems like a no-brainer. Yes, I'll take that. And then clicking here sends me back, I guess. Okay, so even though I moved in the other dimension, I came back to the same place, so it didn't translate to lateral motion in my own dimension. That's interesting. So yeah, there you go. Bloodskal Barrow. Thanks everybody for all of your assistance in helping me solve the puzzle of the door. It's always good, you know, to get a good conversation going on in the comment section and, you know, bring... What? What?
What was that?
I don't know. What was that? Let me see if I can figure out what it was.
Do your worst.
To be fair...
Die, outlander.
Alright. That's not working for me. Yeah. Wow, that's hardly worth anything. But I always love the armor sets. The Nordic armor. Because I spent so much time in the Nordic armor with Lion-O. Oh, you know what? I'm going to just... Before this person gets to me, I'm going to just pop one of these. Yeah. Oh, you brought a friend. That's nice. Wood chopping block. I thought everybody was like right there, but now they're gone. So, whatever. Whatever, man. Are you like psychic or something? Instant I drop the mace, he comes around the corner. Here I am! I yield! Don't care. You're dead. What'd you get? Arrow. Alright, so this is what the chitin armor actually looks like. And I'll tell you, it looks extraordinarily creepy. I mean, my head is supposed to stick out of the top of that? That is gross. And I guess if you've got the helmet on, where it meshes with the armor is all just like bladders. It's all bladders. Blah. And that just looks like there's something wrong with your forearms. Like you're trying to transform into Popeye and it's going violently and your forearm muscles are trying to burst through your armor. No thank you. I don't want any of that. It's all extraordinary gross. Even though this has a 60-to-1 value to weight ratio, I don't care. It's gross and ugly and I don't want it. Keep it to yourself, you gross freaks. I hate you. Oh, I hate you. Oh. Settle down. Settle. Alright, I heard another person over here somewhere. I'll take your money, though. Read Bone Part 1, Bone Part 2. Volume 5 of the Poison Song. Alright, you know what? Let's just take a gander at a snippet from the Poison Song, Volume 5, because you've written 5 volumes of the Poison Song. You clearly have a statement you want to make, or you're just grinding them out because your publisher is paying you well. For 2 days, the house healers attended Tay in his bed, and Baynara sat by his side holding his hand. He was feverish, neither asleep nor awake, screaming at invisible phantoms. The healers complimented the young man's fortitude. Bodies had washed ashore on the island of Gorn several times, many during the war, but never once had they seen one that lived afterwards. Aunt Eulia came in several times to bring Baynara food.
You must be careful, dear, or when he's all well, he'll have to attend you on your sick bed.
Tay's fever broke, and at last he was able to open his eyes and see the young woman with whom he had spent 17 years, all but the first year of his life. She smiled at him and called for food. In silence, she helped him eat.
I knew you wouldn't die, cousin,
she whispered fondly. I hoped to, but somehow I knew I wouldn't either, he groaned. Baynara, do you remember all those nightmares I told you about? They're all true.
We can talk about it when you've rested some more.
No, he croaked. I must tell you everything now, so you'll know what kind of a monster you call your dear cousin Tay. If there was some way you could have known before, you might not have been so eager to see me well again. A tear rolled down. Excuse me. A tear rolled by Nar.
That's why I messed up. It's missing a word. A tear rolled Baynara's cheek. Is that some kind of quaint verbiage by not saying down, that it just rolled her cheek? Fine.
A tear rolled Baynara's cheek. She had grown into a beauty, even in the few months he had been away in Mournhold.
How can you think I would stop loving you, no matter what you've done?
I saw my old nursemaid, Ibeda, and spoke to her.
Oh.
Baynara had feared this moment.
Tay, I don't know what she told you, but it was all my fault. You remember when Kina Grafisi taught us about the House Dagoth and its corruption? That night, I saw your nursemaid making some kind of altar out on the north lawn, using the symbol of the 6th house. She must have been doing it for years, but I never knew what it meant. I told Uncle Triffith, and he sent her away. I've wanted to tell you so many times now, but I was afraid to. She was so devoted to you.
Tay smiled.
And it didn't frighten you even more to wonder if there was any connection between her devotion to me and her devotion to the accursed house? I know you, Baynara. You're not one of those women who doesn't choose to use her mind. Tay, I told you what she told you, but I think she was very troubled. And whatever she thought about you and the 6th house was wrong. You have to remember that. The ramblings of one madwoman are proof of nothing.
There's more, Tay sighed and held up his hand. For a moment he blinked, and then turned to Baynara angrily. What happened to my ring? If you saw it, you must have known already that everything I'm saying to you is true.
I threw the filthy thing away. Baynara stood up. Tay, I'm going to let you rest now.
I am the heir of House Dagoth. Tay was wild-eyed, almost screaming, raised after the war as House Indoril, but driven by the song of my ancestors. When we were young, I killed Vasta because the song told me he had stolen my inheritance. When Ibida told me who I was and gave me this ring, I killed her and burned her house to the ground because the song told me she had served her purpose. When I returned to Calcorith's house, my love was there, telling me that she was of the House Dagoth too, and my sister. I fled, and when Calcorith tried to stop me, I slew him, because the song told me he was an enemy.
Tay, stop, Baynara sobbed. I don't believe a word of it. You've been feverish.
Not Tay. He shook his head, breathing heavily. The name my parents gave me was Dagoth Tython.
You can't have killed Ibida. You loved her. And Vaster and Calcorith, they were our cousins.
They were not my true cousins, Tay said coldly. The song told me they were my foes, just as it's telling me now that you're my foe, but I won't listen. And I'll keep from listening as long as I can. Baynara fled from the room, slamming the door behind her. She took a key from her startled maid, Hilima, and secured the lock.
Sergio Indoril Baynara, Hilima whispered, with great sympathy, is all well with your cousin, Sergio Indoril Tay. He'll be perfectly fine once he rests, Baynara recovered her dignity, wiping the tears from her face. No one is to disturb him under any circumstances. I'll take the key with me. Now I have much work to do. I don't suppose anyone's spoken to the fishermen about restocking Sandil House's supplies. I don't know, Sergio, said the maid. I don't think so.
Baynara marched down to the docks and relieved her troubled heart the only way she knew how, by concentrating on small things. Tay's words never left her, but she found temporary comfort talking to the fishermen about their haul, helping determine how much should be smoked, how much should be sent to the village, how much should be delivered fresh to the house larder. Her aunt Eulia joined the discussion, oblivious to Baynara's well-disguised agony. However, they discussed how many provisions Uncle Triffith and his commanders had devoured during their weeks on the island, when they would be expected to return, and how best to prepare. One of the fishermen on the docks called out, interrupting, "A boat is coming!" Eulia and Baynara greeted the visitor as she arrived. It was a young woman, dressed in the robes of a temple priestess. As she docked her small boat, Baynara marveled at how beautiful she was, and strangely familiar.
Welcome to Gorn, said Baynara. I am Indoril Baynara, and this is my aunt Indoril Eulia. Have we met before? I don't believe so, Sergio, the woman bowed. I was sent by the temple to inquire whether word had come from your cousin, Indoril Tay. He has been missing from his classes for some days now, and the priests have become concerned. Oh, we should have sent word, Eulia fretted. He came here a few days ago, half drowned. He's better now. Let us escort you up to the house. Tay's resting now, and I ask that he be not disturbed. Baynara stammered. Actually, I know it's dreadful manners, but I need to talk to my aunt for a moment. Would it be too terrible if I asked you to wait for us at the house? You have only to follow the path up the hill and across the lawn. The priestess bowed again humbly and began the walk.
Eulia was scandalized. "You know better than to treat a representative of the temple that way," she snapped. "You can't be so exhausted from tending your cousin to have lost all sense of civility." "Aunt Eulia," Baynara whispered, drawing the woman away from the ears of the fisherman, "is Tay truly my cousin? He believes himself to be of the house Dagoth." Eulia took a moment to respond. "It's true. You were just a baby yourself during the war, so you couldn't know what it was like. There was not a part of Morrowind that wasn't ravaged. There was even a battle here on the island. Do you remember that burned pile of wreckage you and Tay and poor little Vaster discovered so many years ago? That was the remains. And after the war, when that accursed house was finally defeated, we saw the little innocents, the orphans whose only crime had been born to wicked parents. I admit there were some in our armies, the combined forces of the houses, who would have had them all slaughtered to annihilate the legacy of Dagoth. In the end, compassion prevailed, and the children of the sixth house were adopted into the other five. And so we thought that we had won the war and the peace. By the mother, Lord and Wizard, if all that Tay believes is true, then there is no peace, Baynara trembled. He claims that the song of his ancestors called to him and forced him to slay 3 people, 2 of them our housemen. Cousin Calcareth and, when he was a little boy, Vaster. Eulia held her hands over her tearful face and could not speak. "And it is only beginning," said Baynara. "The song still calls to him. He said there were others who knew, who would help him raise up the sixth house, his sister." "It must be an evil fantasy," Eulia murmured. She noticed that Baynara's gaze was now upon the path leading from the docks towards the house. "Niece, what are you thinking?" Did that priestess give us her name?" The 2 women ran up the path, calling for guards. The fishermen, who had never seen the mistresses of the house so undone, looked briefly at one another and then followed quickly behind, pulling out their hooks and blades. The front gate to Sandal House stood wide open, the first of the corpses lying close within. It was now an abattoir, painted fresh with blood. There was Anna, Uncle Triffitt's valet, gutted but still seated at the foyer table where he had been enjoying his afternoon glass of Flynn. Lyrin, one of the chambermaids, had been decapitated while carrying some once clean linens up the stairs. The bodies of guards and servants sprawled about the hall like blown leaves. At the top of the stairs, Baynara had to hold back a sob. At the top of the stairs, Baynara had to hold back a sob when she saw Hilima. She lay like a broken doll, slain as she tried to pull herself out onto the narrow window ledge. No one spoke, not Baynara, nor Aunt Eulia, nor the fishermen, as they walked slowly through the blood-drenched house. They passed Tay's sick room, its door broken open, and no one within. When they heard the sound of footsteps in Baynara's room down the hall, they approached slowly, cautiously, with great dread. The priestess from the docks was standing by the bed. In her hand was the silver ring Baynara had taken from Tay's finger. In her other hand was a long, curved blade, splashed like her once pristine gown with gore. She smiled prettily and bowed when she saw she was no longer alone. "Akra, I should have recognized you by Tay's description in his letters," Baynara said in her steadiest voice. "Where is my cousin?" "I prefer to call myself Dagoth Akra," she replied. "Your false cousin, my true brother, has already gone to fulfill his destiny. I'm sorry you were not here, so he could give you a more permanent farewell."
Baynara's face twisted in fury. She motioned for the fishermen, who advanced with their weaponry. Tear her apart. The sixth house will rise again, and Dagoth Tython will lead us, Akra laughed. Her words were still echoing as she gave the sign of recall and vanished like a ghost.
I gotta say, Lion-O and I both gotta say, not too shabby. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take that book, and we'll look for the other chapters. Not too shabby at all. Confessions of a Dunmer Skooma Eater. Okay, the literature is dropping off now. Yeah, not so good. Not so good with the tabloid confessionals there.
Ale and mead is the only advice a sailor heeds.
What? I'm sorry, what did you just say?
Yep. There you go. No soul gem large enough. Okay, well. 'Tis a pity, I'm sure. That, I'm just going to say it, and don't take this the wrong way, but that looks like a tremendously uncomfortable position. Seriously. I mean, chiropractory, chiro, back doctrine ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't know what the proper word is there. All right, so we got we can go in different directions. I feel instinctively that I want to switch to mace and flames at this point. So I will, for the sake of all things. Oh, they're burning bodies. Well, actually, since every time I go through one of these stinking tombs, all the bodies start getting up and chasing me through the place, I gotta say I'm not entirely at odds with the concept of setting them on fire as a preventative measure. Alright. So I guess that's the way we're supposed to go, but man, the way those drafts are coming down the stairs like that, that's creepy. High elf and an imperial. Well, I'll take the lockpick, but is this the way I came in? If so, I don't recall. That's one of the ash spawn, by the way. Oh, okay. Apparently I am at a barrow. And down below, way down there, is a dude. And I'm just going to go ahead and assume he does not mean me well. Quick save. Zoop. I guess I'll find out when I get down there whether he had meant me harm or not.
I was sure. Did you hear something?
I did. It was my bow and arrow.
I knew it.
There you go. Glarp. Yeah, the armor these guys are wearing is totally gross. This, I think the other ones were light armor. These are heavy armor, but they're still extraordinarily creepy looking. It's like, yeah, I want to go out for Halloween as a mud crab. There you go. Here's your outfit. No, thank you. And here's a spare in case you were looking for it. No, that's just an ash yam. All right. Fish barrel. Look at all the fish. Got some clam meat, some salmon, some river betty, some hissed carp. Oh, well, I'll take the salt. Because the salt is just good.
I'll find you.
You might. And if you do, you'll probably wish you hadn't. Because that's how it usually works out. That's kind of shimmery. Why is that shimmery? I want to see. Armor. Dunmer outfit. Magicka regenerates. Okay, well that's certainly worth it.
I know you can hear me.
Poison Song Book 1, so I've got 1, 3, 4, and 5 now. I'm not going to read it at the moment, but I am just going to take it for my collection. Because, yeah, Chapter 5 was pretty good. Unfortunately, if Chapter 5 is the last chapter, then I've probably kind of spoiled the ending by reading it first, but oh well. It can't rain all the time.
Look, Marin, I'm not arguing that these towers are falling to pieces, but I think you're exaggerating about the planks falling on... Ah!
Oh, yeah, there he went. You gonna find the body down there somewhere? I'm guessing we'll find something. That's hilarious. Oh, okay, here's the guy shot. And yeah, he was a reaver, so I did the right thing. See, my instincts haven't failed me. So that's good. It is frightfully good not to be entirely wrong in all of one's reckoning. Oh, hey! That's some great acting you done there. Whack! Sorry. So, yeah. So this is how we leave the place. Where are we on the big map? Wow. Temple of Mirak is up there. Skull Village. Where did I come in? Alright, so that's the Earthstone, so we're not too far from our original location. Well, I guess we'll head along the shore to the south and work our way around, because this seems like a really big place. If everything that we've seen here so far is just this little tiny piece of coast. Are you some kind of weird wildlife? Hush. Well, they got glowing bellies, whatever they are. They're not actually standing in the water, they're hovering. Okay, that's kind of weird. Clams. And there's some kind of... I mean, I'm not going to do nothing to them. Hang on a second, I just want to take a look. Are you guys netches? You look like giant floating jellyfish of the sky. They're not hurting me. I see no reason to hurt them. That was weird, though. Hey, look, it's that barrow. Kolbjorn Barrow. Alright, it's not much of a barrow, really. I mean, this guy's going to be digging a while before he's going to clear this whole thing out. Dude. Realist Sidaris. Let's just go ahead and read his journal real quick. Vague rumors of this Kolbjorn Barrow. My patron seems confident we can find the relics of Azrael out here. I'll dig wherever the old coot likes. Hey, he's paying, I don't care. Okay. That's interesting. Volume 19. Oh, so there's 18 more volumes of that laying around. How you doing?
Something you need.
What are you doing, man?
With me? What's the matter with you?
Sorry, I've just had a lot of pork-faced cowards coming by to mock my efforts. It probably can't hurt to tell you. You look mostly honest.
The name's Rollis. Rollis Sedaris, out of Moorhold.
I've got a financier waiting for me back on the mainland. Sent me here in the interests of obtaining some rare antiquities.
The relics of Azrael.
But this whole thing became a disaster right quick, let me tell you.
You couldn't by any chance stop ticking away while you're talking to me, can you? Because that's annoying.
You come out of the northern ashlands, you don't expect things to go easy, you know. But this was something outside my particular expertise. When I first got to Kolbjorn, you couldn't even see it. Buried in the ash, like most other things on this blasted island. Dug out a pile of the stuff taller than me just to find the barrow. Who knows how much to reach the door. Excavating isn't exactly my specialty. Even if it was, the ash storms fill it in faster than you can dig.
Why not hire some of the miners? The Veteran Guard says that they've pulled the last bit of ebony out of the mine, so I'm sure they're looking for work.
You think I've got that kind of money?
Oh.
No, I only get paid on delivery. Can't afford to go out of pocket for 1,000 centimes on this. Takes money to make money, all that rot. There's a lot of it at the other end. But I can't get there without a little kick to start it off.
Oh, here we go. Why do I feel like this is like a Nigerian prince story? Oh yeah. I'm just gonna go stand in this field and whack the ground with a pickaxe for a while until some fool gives me some money. Well, you know what? I've got lots, so yeah.
What? Are you serious? Well, I think I could make that work. We can sort out the details about an arrangement later. But for now, I'll manage the dig if you can manage the coin. Do you have the gold?
Oh yeah.
It's all here. Well then, looks like I have a good bit of work to start on. I'll head back to Raven Rock and round up some diggers. Once we've got something worth looking at, I'll send word to you. Pleasure doing business with you, partner. I'll see
Yeah.
you soon.
Pleasure doing business. And just in case you were wondering, not a good idea.
Slow business. Digging takes time.
I'm sure it
Come
does.
around later, and I'll have something more interesting to show.
Yes. You do that. Don't try to cross me, or you'll look like that. Capiche? Alright. Capiche is a word from my homeland. It means... Anyway. So, yeah, off we go. Not my homeland. Not Lion-O's homeland. Just my home planet. Never mind. I don't want to confuse you. There's more Hearthstone. It is. Meow. 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 Digging in the litter box. Oh, those things are weird. They look a little bit like the stalkers from Half-Life 2. Yeah, I actually, I had made this ring, and I wasn't wearing it, so I actually have capacity of 594, so. Where's that music coming from? Where's the music coming from? It's a record player. It's in the castle. What do you think, Lion-O? Don't be stupid. Alright. So we want to kind of go in there, I guess, right? Trauma root. It'll give you trauma if you eat it. Look at that. That is the world's hugest mushroom right there. That's crazy. We're definitely going to have to go check that out. Can I get up here? Almost. Almost, but not quite. Still got to find my way in. Still looking for a way in. Yeah, we're pretty close, actually. Oh, okay. What do we got down here? Somebody. He's pretty excitable. I think he may be up. He may have told his friends where I was standing. That's good. That works for me. Oh, too funny. You guys are hilarious. Seriously. Oh, got a friend coming up. Time to switch out. Nothing says lovin' like a mace from the oven. Pow! That didn't make any sense. You're an idiot. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I am. What are you gonna do about it? Not a blessed thing. Cabbage? You still haven't told them about the cabbage. Oh, okay. Never mind then. You don't need to know about the cabbage. It can safely remain a secret for all the ages of the earth. Can I still not climb up here? Apparently not. Well, there has to be an entrance down here somewhere. Because they were coming out to get me. Here we go. Hello?
Men, an invader has entered the fort. Prepare yourselves for...
What? That was weird.
Fort Frostmoth will never fall. Long live the Empire!
That has a weird tone to it, like it's a recording. I know it is, but I mean, it sounds like it's supposed to sound like a recording. Which is weird. Because there's no actual people that I see. It's just ash spawn. Where is the guy who's giving them their orders? Okay, there's a buried workbench. And up here, more nothing. Lots of nothing. This is something that requires a key. And this is where the captain wanted me to investigate. Alright, you know what? I'm tired of stealth. You there. You're dead. It's another stinking strongbox. It is leveling up lockpicking for me, though, so there's that. Ugh. I just seem to go... Yeah, there was some give right there. I just seem to go through a lot of lockpicks on these. But can't be any doubt that it is valuable stuff I'm finding in them, so... A lot of Imperial gear, so this must have been an Imperial stronghold at some point. Imperial armor, which is all garbage. That was the books that I already looked at. So, what am I after here? I was pleased to see when I was watching John play Skyrim over at Many a True Nerd that I'm not the only one who, when they play, you can hear them spamming the mouse button. So that's something. Oh, they know I'm here. It's a jumping flame spider. No, thank you. Oh my god! You're gonna jump at me and explode. They're grenade spiders. Alright, we need to try a different tactic. Because one more grenade spider is gonna end me. I shot him and I missed. Hoof. Alright. Yeah, that was a little rough. Little like shooting fish in a barrel. Can't go that way. A note. Maximian's knapsack. Oh, you got a whole bunch of letters to your girlfriend? Really? Fine. Well, I don't want to read the last one first. I've already done that once this episode. Alright, so he got collapsed on by the roof. And so he's... Oh, he had the writing materials with him, and so he was writing these letters while he was dying. Oh, how charming. It's been a difficult day, my dearest Selena. General Carius ordered us to help the laborers shore up the walls. Well, that didn't go well, since they're starting to show their age. It was back-breaking work. No pun intended. But without the extra support, those walls wouldn't stand up to a siege. Some of the men are grumbling about the task, but I don't agree with them. The general knows what's best for Fort Frostmoth, and I would follow him to oblivion and back if he asked. There's a supply ship due in Solstheim in a few weeks, and I hope to send you all these daily letters I've been writing. I hope you enjoy reading them as much as I enjoy writing them. I miss you, Selena, and I can't wait to see you when my time on Solstheim is through. Yours always, Maximian Exius, 20 Evening Star 4E04.
Yeah. Letter number 2. My dear Selena, Euphemius, was killed this morning by one of those awful rakelings. I don't know what that is. We were escorting a supply wagon from Fort Frostmoth to Raven Rock when a war party of those bastardes ambushed us from the cliffs. We fought them off, but Euphemius was impaled by one of their spears. The healers at the fort couldn't do anything for him, and I watched him slip away as I held his hand. I don't know how much longer I can stand being here. My loyalty to the Empire and the strong words General Carius delivers to us at each morning muster are the only things keeping me going. The supply ship should arrive tomorrow, and I promise to give the quartermaster my letters so they can finally be sent home. Give my love to the children. Yours always, Maximian Axius. Letter 3. My dearest Selena, the supply ship due in Solstheim hasn't arrived yet, and no one knows what's happened to it. I'll keep writing these letters in hopes that they can be delivered to you one day. It's awful being isolated in Solstheim like this, but General Carius keeps telling us we need to maintain Fort Frostmoth for the good of the Empire. I believe what he's saying only because he's never led us down the wrong path in the past, but I'm wondering if anyone on the Imperial Council even gives a damn about this pile of rock. 4 soldiers have died in the last 2 years at Fort Frostmoth. It almost seems as though the Empire takes us all for granted and expects us to sit out here and get chipped away at like the rock inside the mines. My posting here can't end soon enough. Yours always, Maximian Axius, First Sun Dawn, 4005. And here's the topper. My dear Selena, this is my last letter. I don't know if you'll ever get any of them, but I'll keep them on me in case I'm ever found. Something happened here, Selena. It was horrible. Something's happened at the Red Mountain, but I can't describe it. It's as if hundreds of oblivion gates opened at once at its summit, and it's spitting fire and death in all directions. Fort Frostmoth has been completely destroyed. The walls crumbled like loose dirt, and the land is on fire. Everything around me smells of ash and of death. I don't know where anyone is. I've been trapped in one of these lower sections of the fort, and I don't expect to be rescued anytime soon. I miss you, Selena. I want to hold you and the children in my arms and tell you that everything is going to be fine. But I don't think that will ever happen. Give my love to Syracuse and Atia for me. Tell them their father died bravely defending the Empire, so they can hold their heads high when they speak of me one day. And you, my love, when you close your eyes at night, think of me so my spirit can finally come home. Yours, always and forever, Maximian Axius, 3rd Sun's Dawn, 4005. It's so sad. Sorry. All right, well, yeah. Sorry about all that there, buddy. Yeah. It's not good. It's not good at all. All right. I feel as though now is the time for all good men to come to the aid of the party. All right. There he is! That's for Maximian, you jerks. Search the coffin. You never know. Could be something good in one of these coffins. Could be something tasty. Something delicious. Could be a treat waiting to be had. A sweet, sugary treat from inside a coffin. Maybe a sweet roll. That one's got bloody rags in it. Okay, well, could be a sweet treat, I guess, if you're a vampire. Speaking of which, there's probably vampires in these. Surprise! What was that? All right. Oh, well, there's the key I was looking for. And a tomato. I'm not going to read this one out loud. Single spark of life in the general's remains. Grafting the heartstone to the subject is proving much more difficult than I initially anticipated.
Wow. Alright, so the Heartstone is actually being used in some form of necromancy to bind it to corpses to wake people up. If my experiments with general carriers fail, I may have to resort to self-experimentation. Oh yeah, that, I'm sure that won't turn badly. Idiot. Is that you? Daedric's Sword of Nullifying. Well, that's pretty anyway. Ugh. Alright, what do you got? Some carbonite boots. Wonderful. You never know when carbonite boots will come in handy. Hey there. You don't look like an ash spawn. I'm gonna just drop a quick save there. A lot of ash around here, buddy. Hi. Are you General Carius? You look like you have some heartstone on your chest.
Is someone there?
Yes, it's him. Okay. Note to self. The general's a little tougher than he looks. So what we're going to do is we're going to soften him up since he is going to attack immediately. I went over there thinking I could, you know, there might be some dialogue or something. Because even though he's raised from the dead, you know, he's not a zombie. He's not unintelligible. He seems like he's cogent. Oh, nice dodge, punk. Yeah, step out. There you go. So that was productive. Take that arrow back, thank you. Champion's Cudgel. Well, that's a fearsome looking device. So yeah, Heartstone, they've taken some of this stone and used it to revive him Iron Man style. Neat. Alright, so now from here we can head out the front door, because, you know, why not? I always love the Aurora Borealis effect in Skyrim. It's so soothing to me. Really nothing down there. Let's head along the shoreline and check out this outrageously huge mushroom. There's something over there I've got a quest marker for, but right now I'm just interested in knowing what's going on down here. Well, somebody is battling down here. That's interesting. Yeah, the mushroom has its own marker on the compass. Ooh, that was a nice hit. Yeah, apparently they've been fighting for a while since the burning zone kind of extends for a bit. And there's wreckage all over the place out here. Hi there. Did you want to chat? No? She was gonna sick bees on me. Not the bees! Correct. Not the bees. Yeah. Obviously upset because the landscape is burnt and Spriggans are like natural environmentalists. Still, it's not my fault. Alright, first thing I see is another thing that looks like that earthstone on the path up to this place. And it is a path because... Okay. Now it's just weird. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and call this an episode because this has just slightly jumped the shark a bit. Complete with the round doors. This is Mushroom Hobbiton. That's what this is. And that's just more than my brain can take. So I'm going to go ahead and call this apart. Until next time, this has been Jim at the Mid-Nite Drive-Thru saying thank you and drive through. And thanks for watching. Good gracious gravy.